We welcome you in Redbirds Live, day one of the West Frankfort Midwinter Classic here in West Frankfort, Max Morris Gymnasium. We got 12 games overall in the tournament. We're going to have all 12 of those broadcasted here on Redbirds Live on our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages. And tonight, our first game will feature the Lady Tigers of Herrin and then the Cesar Villiers Waltonville Red Devils. And that'll be followed up by the Lady Redbirds of West Frankfort and the Weber Lady Trojans. And then our third game tonight wraps up boys varsity basketball, Thompsonville Tigers, and your West Frankfort Redbirds. So 3 games on the tap tonight. We'll have them all. I'm Garrett Smith, Leo Paxton, and Quincy King on the call for this first one. We'll pause, hear from some sponsors.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. Wallace Industrial in West Frankfort.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage, warehousing, and office space in Tennessee, Indianapolis, Ohio, Illinois, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Please feel free to contact us for any management needed for your property. Feel free to reach out with any questions to Bobby and Iris Kazadi.
With an award-winning body shop right here in West Frankfort, Illinois, Wicks is your hometown Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram dealer. Come out and visit us in person or online at gregweeks.com. Your hometown dealership right on the price, right off I-57.
Kids Corral Incorporated, celebrating 25 years serving the children and families of Southern Illinois. Owned and operated by Jana King and Kristen Cass. Kids Corral in West Frankfort.
Redbirds Live, brought to you by the partners of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, including former West Frankfort High School dual sport standout Lance Brown and fellow West Frankfort alumni and veteran Matthew Carrollin. The law firm of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates are proud members of the West Frankfort community and proud servants of all of Southern Illinois.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's Auto, Home, and Life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Contact Power Wash Plus for a free quote on all your residential or commercial pressure washing needs. Professionally operated and fully insured. Call Power Wash Plus at 618-663-2505 for more information. That's Power Wash Plus at 618-663-2505.
Howell Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Howell Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 937-4000.
Make light work of everything with Honda's top-of-the-line family of Pioneer 1000 side-by-sides. All models sport a best-in-class engine and an exclusive 6-speed automatic dual-clutch transmission. Then there's the 1005 models, equipped with Honda's quick-flip seating that seats up to 5 passengers. So find your next Honda Pioneer today at Bill Galatich Honda in West Frankfort.
Experience a taste of Mexico at La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant. We have the best food and drinks for the whole family to enjoy. See you tomorrow, amigos.
E.R. Brown Furniture has been providing West Frankfort and Southern Illinois communities quality furniture for 109 years. E.R. Furniture has the largest selection of lazy boy furniture and can help you find your next recliner, sofa, or love seat. E.R. Brown Furniture can provide delivery and set up to your home as well. It's E.R. Brown Furniture, downtown West Frankfort.
The city of West Frankfort is proud to support the students of Frankfort Community High School. The future is in the youth of our community. Go Redbirds.
People's National Bank has been serving the communities of Southern Illinois since 1909. We believe that great customer service along with a wide variety of products will meet all of your banking needs. Come in and check us out today. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
McDonald's, family owned and operated. Moreland Bishop McDonald's has 21 locations to serve you.
The West Frankfort Aquatic and Activity Center are proud partners of Redbirds Live. Come check out our heated indoor swimming pool, fitness center, and basketball gym. Stop by for a visit, or you can contact us at 618-937-1665.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in to the first game here at Midwinter Classic in West Frankfort, Illinois, here at Max Morris Gymnasium. We have the Herrin Lady Tigers taking on the Cesar Valier Waltonville Red Devils. Herrin comes in tonight at 15-7 on the year, 2-3 in the Ohio Conference. Cesar Valier Waltonville 7-10 on the season, 2-5 in Black Diamond West. And saying right now, Herrin probably an easy favorite for the girls' side to win the tournament this year for the girls. And coming in tonight, Herrin Cesar, I think we have a good game on our hands to start off.
I think this might be the best game we will get out of the girls bracket for sure. This is Herrin. If Herrin plays like they can, they should have no problem with this tournament. But that's a big if. We know what happens when you say ifs in basketball. But no, I think this will be the best game of the night when it comes to the girls' side. So I'm hoping for a good game. It's a little cold in here, so I'm hoping that doesn't affect any of the shooting we see tonight.
Yeah, shooters might be having a little trouble with getting some rhythm. It is a little chilly up here, but I think once they get into the rhythm of the game and everything, they'll start warming up and finding their shots. We got love to see the Midwinter come back to Frankfurt for another year and hopefully for several years after. I know there's been a lot of stipulation on the tournaments. It's
Well,
losing teams and they're because everybody else got a tournament now and people want to try something new out, want to go play somewhere else. And I'm glad to see that Frankfurt in 2024 we still have what we can call a midwinter.
I was going to say, there were the last few years I've heard people say, midwinter, this will be the last year, this will be the last year. I was hearing it before COVID. So the way I look at it is if it can last through COVID, then I think it's got a shot to keep going for a few more years. So we'll see. The midwinter's always been a nice tournament. I always enjoyed playing it, and I know you did. We got the
Hmm.
luxury to play in a championship in the midwinter one year, so we got to have an atmosphere like that. So when this tournament's at its best, when there's good basketball playing, it's a great tournament, and I'm hoping we get some of that this week.
Hmm. We've seen Herrin once this year. We made the travel down to Herrin, and I'd say just a girl to look out for tonight is a man in this game. She had 10 points, 12 rebounds over in Herrin. She's a big body. She likes to get down there and get the rebounds and get the easy lay-ins. And it might be a problem for Cesar tonight. We haven't seen Cesar yet this year. Not really sure what they got, but I'd say for a big key game plan for Cesar tonight would try to do something with Carly Mann down low.
Yeah, Carly Mann's definitely. I don't know if I would say she is the focal point of the offense, but she's a big part of it. She's a three-sport athlete. She's a stud at everything she does. She's one of those. She's honestly a coach's dream. She's somebody who will go down there. She's going to rebound for you. She's going to play hard. I watched this Herrin team play in Centralia. It wasn't a good game for Herrin. They lost big time, but Carly played amazing the whole game. She played even when they were down 20. She was going hard. She was going for rebounds, and she's one of those players you consider like a bruiser. She's gonna when you get done playing against her, you're gonna know it. So she's just one of those players where if Cesar can't control her, then she could easily lead Herrin to a big win here.
Yeah, and they also got Harrison down low, another tall body down there, had 11 against Frankfurt over in Herrin, January 2nd, about 2 weeks ago. And we look at you look at Herrin's team, they got a majority of upperclassmen compared to the Red Devils over in Cesar, who seem like they're a little scattered. Maybe have some more younger players coming in. Schoen Bachler from last year, I think an older sister
Hmm.
who recently graduated. We have her sister playing or on the team tonight. Don't know if she's playing yet due to haven't seen much of Cesar, but I'm really excited to get into this one and Cesar Herrin. It's going to be a great way to kick off a midwinter here in 2024.
Yeah, I'm really excited, and I think this is like we talked about before we went on the air. We think this will be a great game here to start it off, and I'm excited. And like we said, we don't know much about Cesar, so I'm excited to see what Cesar has to bring to the table. Cesar doesn't have a bad record, 7-10, like you said. So a lot can happen here. I'm excited. Hoping we get some good basketball. Hoping there's no blowouts. I'm hoping it's competitive all the way through, and I hope we get to call a good game here, Quincy.
You know what? We got next up we have the girls Frankfurt team versus Weber Township at 6:30. Right after this game, coverage will be taking place, and then we got the boys right after that versus Thompsonville tonight. That game is on schedule to start around 8 o'clock, and we're moving into looks like we're started off with the national anthem here at Max Morris, and we'll give you the national anthem, and we'll be right back on.
Well done. What a beautiful, beautiful,
I always love hearing the
beautiful job.
national anthem being played right before basketball, and here in Max Morris Gymnasium.
Oh yeah, there was at least when we played, there was no better feeling than doing that and having a nice crowd here, knowing that you're about to tip off and play some good basketball in a beautiful, beautiful gymnasium, one of the best in Illinois.
About to give you the starting lineups here for the Herrin Lady Tigers. Starting at guard, number 4, Jersey Summers. Starting guard, number 1, Lexi Pickles. Number 3, Sophie Schramm. Number 22, Janiyah Harrison. And number 23, Carly Mann for your Herrin Lady Tigers.
Pretty pretty big lineup there, Quincy, for Herrin.
Yeah, Herrin Lady Tigers, they have size, and that might be a problem for Cesar to really get some offense going. It's really hard when you got height, especially when you're playing, river to river, and all season you're playing Black Diamond West.
Yep.
To
Big difference.
it's a different conference size
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep, exactly. And especially with Herrin, who likes to run and gun up and down the court.
Starting lineups for your Cesar Valier Waltonville Red Devils.
We have number 5, Harley Ketman. She's a guard. She's a senior. Next up, we have a freshman, number 21, Alyssa Schonenbachler. She's a guard. Next, we have number 50, Maya Rounds. She's a junior. The second freshman in this starting unit is Anna Wangler. And then the freshman, number 44, Zevin Zimbro. 6'1", Quincy. 6'1". How about that?
It might be some battles in the paint tonight for
It's gonna, you know,
start this off. I'm pretty
if you
excited to see this matchup.
if you're Herrin, you're gonna want to attack right at Zevin, and same thing for Sesser. You're gonna try to get the other bigs in foul trouble. You can do that. That could really help one team. Alrighty, it's almost tip-off time here. You excited, Quincy? Ready for some basketball?
I've been waiting for this midwinter for a while, Paxton. It's it's always exciting and it's electrifying to have the a midwinter classic here at Max Morris, and this is two great girl teams. I think we can really have an exciting game to watch.
I hope you're right. Herrin wins the tip, and Jersey Summers takes it up and misses. And two quick offensive rebounds here for Herrin, Quincy. And anytime you give a team three chances to score, Q, that's probably a good shot they're going to finally make one.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot from Herrin and the offensive rebounds. It causes the problems for a lot of teams.
Yeah, they're very long and athletic, and that's something, especially with the way they like to press, especially in the half-court press. Nice pull-up. Quick jump ball. Sisser struggling to get their hands on some rebounds here early, Quincy.
Yeah, and we see it from Herrin all the time. It seems like they do better rebounding when they're on their offensive end. It seems like when they get to the defensive end, they tend to be a little hesitant when they go in for a board.
Yeah. A lot of times that can happen when you're in a high pressure defense like they are. When you're pressing from as soon as a team comes up, there's a lot of times people don't really know who to box out. Oh, should have been a steal. Passes around. Sesser not really finding anything here. Herrin playing aggressive defense. Finally get a steal. And a rebound. There they go. They get him to stop one time there.
It's the size from the Lady Tigers. It's you know, I totally approve of what they are doing on their defensive end, and it's going to be hard for Sesser to really get buckets inside.
It really is. And they're struggling right now just to get anything going. Herrin is all over Sesser right now. Sesser is just kind of running around wild.
6:30 left to go in the first quarter, and it looks like Herrin is controlling the majority of this ball game.
Yeah, the backside's wide open if somebody wants to cut back door. A lot of standing around and waiting for somebody else to take over.
Yeah, and I think that was Herrin's game plan coming in. They're saying, we're the guys we're picked to
Nice.
win this, and we're gonna come in and try to see what we can do. Basket, but number 44 is Zevin Zimbro. It's first for Sesser, 2-2, 6 minutes left to go in the first.
Well, and if you're Herrin, this Sesser team's got three freshmen, so why not be aggressive? Try to kind of scare them, make them be like deer with headlights, especially a young team with going up against length like Herrin has. Oh, Herrin's looking to get something going here. The first two possessions, I thought they were a little out of control.
Yeah, that's where Herrin really needs to stay right there, attacking the rim and getting some size. They hit a lot of free throws over at their place against Frankfurt about 2 weeks ago, and I'd say if that's not in their game plan, then it should be.
Well, like you said, you got to. If you're looking now, you got an early foul here on rounds here. So if you can get her with another foul early, then you're Herrin, you're feeling really good about yourself. Let's see how the free throws go here. The second one. Another offensive board.
Offensive board, Sophie Schramm put back two.
All of her points coming off second chances. Sesser is really struggling with this pressure, but they get through it now. Nice pass. It's a second bucket for Zimbro, freshman. Sesser's done a good job of beating that press the last two times. Good move. So she does. They're going to let her catch it like that, Quincy. She might have a really good night.
Yeah, it's pretty easy when you got that size to go up, and especially when there's not much size going up against you. You can put it in pretty easy.
Yep. Another steal. And foul.
Harrison back to the line for the Lady Tigers. She's really good at doing that. She can really get down there on the block and try to make something happen. She does a good job of putting herself at the line.
Yep. That's all you can ask for as a coach. You just got to hope you can make more free throws than you miss. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of those players.
Fortunately, you were
I
not
was
not the best free throw shooter.
I was not. 0 for 3 so far at the line for Herrin. Your sister, you're hoping that happens the whole game.
Yeah, 1 for 4 to start off. 4:50 left in this first quarter, and you might be starting to think maybe we should be sending the Lady Tigers to the line.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, right now, oh, Sesser missed a wide open layup there. Another rebound. Second chances. Sesser calls her first timeout. It's 9-4 here with 4:34 left in the first period. Right now, what's killing Sesser? Herrin hasn't looked great. They're just getting so many chances, Quincy.
Yeah, Sessor, they've had there's 2 times where they they beat that press and they got down to Zevin Zimbro down at the block, and you know the past few possessions it look kind of rough for the Red Devils, and turnovers, and you'll see that with any team when they turn the ball over X amount of times. It's a lot. You're typically you're not in a good position to win.
Nope, yeah. And I mean, with a young team like this, you obviously are going to expect there to be turnovers, but they uh, they just they look scared right now with this press that Herrin's giving them. But Herrin's shown that you can beat this press. The 2 buckets that Sesser has is from beating that press. So if you're Sesser, if you can get it to the Redbird head there in the middle, then you've got it beat. Pickles all over. Oh, Sesser trying to slow it down here a little bit, trying to get into some offensive flow. Herrin's all over Sesser. Passes to Zimbro. Offensive board. It's her second offensive board.
Yeah, it looks like that looks like the game plan for Sess right now. Let's get down to Zimbro down low and let her work.
Yeah,
Get a bucket.
might as well. Over 2 that time down for Sesser, though. And slow to get back, and that's what Herrin likes to do. Herrin's going to try to push it, and Herrin will get a lot of buckets that way if they can realize the team's not going to get back on defense.
Basket by number 1, Lexi Pickles. 3:40 left to go in the game. 11-4, Lady Tigers.
Nice. There you go. Zimbro's got all the buckets here for the Devils. 11-6.
And if you're Lady Tigers coach staff right now, you're going, man, we just gotta tag Zimbro.
Yep.
It seems like she's the one
She
that's
walked.
going to score the points. First turnover for the Lady Tigers in this first quarter. 3:22 left to play.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Sesser, you're feeling. I mean, you have to be feeling pretty good for how this game has started. Take away the second chances you've given them, and you should be winning right now. Herrin's just I mean, Herrin's pressuring them, but they're not really doing a lot of pressuring. They could easily dribble here. I think they're just thinking they need to pass the ball instead of dribble and break the press.
Yeah, I think the size they have
Nice.
too.
It's a can of corn right now for the Sesser offense.
Be 8 points for Zevin Zimbro with 3 left to play in this ball game. It seems like there's Lady Tigers don't have an answer for her.
They don't. Well, I mean, Sesser, once they do break the press, they've gotten easy layups. It's just a matter of if they can break it without turning it over.
Number 5, Gracie Kraft in the ball game for the Lady Tigers.
And that's all they want right there.
And when you get a look like that and she can make a nice turnaround and lay it in pretty easy, it's going to be a long night for the opposing team.
Yep. And nice. That was nice there by Zimbro. Lost the ball, was able to find it. You don't see a lot of 6'1 freshmen who can do that. She gets the assist there.
Annie Wangler with the bucket for the Red Devils.
That's big.
7 points for Sophie Schramm. 13-10 with 2:12 left to play in this game, and
That's something. If you're Herrin's coach, she's one of those. She's a key player for you. If she can hit some threes, hit some outside shots, that opens up the inside for your bigs. And if you can open up the inside for somebody like Carly Mann, then she'll have a field day down there. So
yeah, here in this fourth quarter, I wouldn't say we've seen a totally sloppy game, but I say, 8 of the 10 Red Devils points has come off breaking the press and getting a layup. I'm almost tempted for Lady Tigers. Start thinking maybe we should pull this press back to a half court situation here and maybe not go a full court like we have been.
I mean, that's what I would do at this point. I mean, at least 8 of their 10 points have been because they've beaten your press after they've gotten through it. So, and we've seen that with the half court press, the Cesar Valera offense can't really get into any flow.
Tigers have 2 team fouls in the first quarter. Not a very high fouling game. It's been pretty clean for what we can see.
It has, minus the turnovers. That's a really long time we've been stopping this for if a ball's been turned over or thrown out of bounds. Oh, nice pull up. Better pass. We'll call that a pass. We'll call that a pass.
Yeah, we'll get we're going to get the assist there, but number 50 Maya Rounds found that we'll say pass and found her way to the line.
See if Cesar has any better look at the line.
That will be big for Cesar, especially if Herrin can't hit their free throws. If they can go to the line and they hit theirs, they will definitely stay in this.
I agree. Yep. I mean, if you're Cesar, you have to be feeling pretty good right now with how you've started this game. Easy free throws for her.
2 for 2 at the line for Rounds. I believe that was the first free throw shot by Cesar in this game.
It was. Yes, it was. Oh, she got away with a carry. Oh, never mind. She did not get away with a carry.
Turnover
Spoke too soon.
Turnover by the Lady Tigers gives it right back to the Red Devils, and I think a basket for them, coming down to the end of the quarter would be pretty big for them. 1 minute 40 left to play.
Oh, no, absolutely. First 2 minutes of this game, I was a little nervous for Cesar with that pressure, but they've done a really good job of maintaining what they need to do, and they're getting it to Zimbro every time, and she's not scared to put it up. And Rounds has done a good job of grabbing the second chances here for the Cesar offense.
I'm shocked there was no call there. It looked like Zimbro got hacked a little bit on that lay-in.
Yeah, I think Zimbro's biggest problem right now is she's fading away on her shots. If she would have gone into it a little bit more, she would have most definitely gotten that call. But I think she was just going away from contact. We got a sub here for Cesar.
Number 5, Harley Ketman back in the game.
Coming in for Maya, who's done a really good job. She's got a foul early, though, so they're going to take her out. Nice pull-up, blocked by Ketman, who just came in. Can't ask for anything else than that. If the coach bringing somebody in, getting a block as soon as they come in.
That's right, and Maya Rounds coming in, giving them some good rebounds and some valuable minutes for the Red Devils.
She has. She's been really big. She's given them a lot of second chances here. Nice. May have been a push from behind, I thought. Cesar's doing a good job of getting back here to stop Herrin in the fast break.
45 left to play in this first quarter. Down to Harrison gets her own rebound, back up, can't finish. The good thing for the Lady Tigers, got 2 rebounds out of that possession.
Yeah.
Just didn't get the bucket.
Yeah, if you're Herrin, you're getting all the looks you can ask for. I mean, I think Herrin's just a little out of control right now. They're rushing themselves. They have a lot more time than they are acting like. That was an unforced turnover there by Zimbro, and Herrin's got a chance here to make this more than a 4-point lead to go into the second quarter with 15 seconds left. Summers pulls a 3. Loose. Yeah. Herrin comes up with it. 7 seconds. No good. It's going to be close. Carly runs out of time.
16 Lady Tigers, 12 Red Devils to end your first quarter. We'll be right back to you with the second quarter right after these ads.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelters Auto, Home, and Life Options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage, warehousing, and office space in Tennessee, Indianapolis, Ohio, Illinois, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Please feel free to contact us for any management needed for your property. Feel free to reach out with any questions to Bobby and Iris Kazadi.
The city of West Frankfort is proud to support the students of Frankfort Community High School. The future is in the youth of our community. Go Redbirds.
Kids Corral Incorporated, celebrating 25 years serving the children and families of Southern Illinois. Owned and operated by Jana King and Kristen Cass. Kids Corral in West Frankfort.
Hello, we are back here, about to start the second quarter. 16-12, Lady Tigers on top. You know, a very balanced scoring attack for the Lady Tigers here. Sharon leading scorer 7, Harrison 3, and Mann with 4. Pickles rounded out with 2. Only 2 turnovers for the Tigers, 1 for shooting at the line, 2 and 2 for the Red Devils. And here we are to start the second quarter. Lady Tigers Carly Mann up with the lay-in foul. She will go to the line for 2.
It's looking like that foul's going to be on Annie Wengler. We had Lily Kirkpatrick check in after the quarter. She's a center. Another 6'1" center for the Devils.
Man, you gotta like the height, you know, coming in
Absolutely.
for women's basketball. You don't see that much
Well,
often. 6'1s being put in there.
especially if I'm coaching Cesar, when you have 2 of your 6'1" girls are a freshman and a sophomore. I'll take that any day of the week.
She goes 1 of 2 at the line. That puts Herrin at 2 and 6 for the entire game. We got 7:50.
Looks like Herrin's going to go into a man here. It's probably the smart move. She walked, got away with it. Good defense by Carly Mann to stand her ground.
Pulled down Harrison Pickles to bring it up into the corner for Summers up a 3. Gets the shooter's roll and bounces right in for 3.
Nice shooter's touch there. I mean, they left her wide open. You could have driven a semi down there.
You know, there has to be but looking at it, there's got to be some better defense. If
Yeah.
you know, I don't think there was even a try to close out for Summers there, and Cesar will turn it right back over to the Lady Tigers.
Well, it's one thing when there's nobody there. It's another thing when everyone's just standing there and letting her brush her teeth before she shoots it. She had all the time in the world there, and nobody. But I'm surprised. Sometimes refs usually might call that out of bounds when it hits the top of the goal like that. Some of them do it just because they think it's the rule.
Yeah, you know, and then maybe they saw it, maybe they didn't, but
Hey.
you know,
You never know.
the Tigers will take it.
Herrin's really trying to get it down low here, but they're giving it right back out to the outside. I mean, Herrin's not really having any good flow here offensively, minus their fast break buckets.
Yeah, you know, and I think the story of this game could be a lot different if it was for Cesar not turning the ball over so much in that first quarter. It's you know, I think Herron's had a lot more opportunities than Cesar just because on turnovers solely.
Well, Herrin's first 8 points were off of 3rd or 4th opportunities in one possession. So you take that away, and you're winning right now if you're Cesar. Good D. Oh. It's as good as defense as you can get, I think.
And you know, and that would be what the ideal game plan would be for the Lady Tigers to do for this game. You know, you got to attack Zimbro. She seems like the girl that's going to be it for the Red Devils. Man hits her first at the line. And you know that's the first on Zimbro, but you know you start attacking her. I don't know how much depth the Red Devils have if you can get her out of this game.
No, well, especially when it comes to her being a center wise, they don't have as much depth when it comes to centers and forwards. So if you're Herrin, that's a game plan that I think you should really target. We've got a timeout here.
Carly Mann hit 2 of 2 in the line. Got a timeout by the Cesar Villiers Waltonville Red Devils, and you know Paxton just Cesar, you know they're down 10 right now. It doesn't feel like they're down 10. In my perspective, it seems like this kind of just got away from them a little bit. You know, I feel like there's still a team that could easily get back into this thing right now. And you know, what's your takeaway from the start of the second quarter?
Well, for Cesar, it's the worst possible start you could imagine. You know, you just finish a quarter, you're only down 4, and you let Herrin go on a 6-0 run to start the quarter off. That's the last thing you wanted to do. I mean, because you already feel like you're the underdogs in this game. Everybody has Herrin winning this tournament. So if you're Cesar, you're just going to want to try to regroup, forget about what just happened, and now you're just going to try to get it to a 5-point game.
6:50 left to go in the second quarter. You know, we see Zimbro getting the ball down there. It seems like you know, the defense being played on her is pretty good right now. It seems like she's trying to get her shot and trying to get her move down. And you know, the shots just ain't falling for her.
Yeah, she's you can tell she's very she's got a lot of work still to do with her size, but I mean, as a freshman, you have to be very excited about what you have here with her. Once you can get her to understand the power dribble, then I think she'll be next level.
Big rebound there for Zimbro. Schoenbacher brings it up. Pass 3 out to the wing. No. Rebound, number 3, Schramm brings it up the floor.
She can hit those.
Pickles for 3, no. Rebound, number 3, Schramm.
Oh, that's a foul. Absolutely.
Zimbro with another big rebound there. And, for the Lady Tigers, they really need to get her out of the paint or she's going to be cleaning the boards up all night.
Yeah, if you're Herrin too, you might be winning by 10, but it hasn't been a pretty 10. You're getting a lot of chances here on offense. I'd be pretty frustrated if I'm Herrin's coach right now. You should be up a lot more with the opportunities you've been given. Herrin has dropped into a man here. Sesser trying to get the offense going outside now. And there's the first three-pointer tonight for Sesser. If Sesser can do that, Quincy, that'll help Zimbro down low.
Yeah, almost debating if there's a toe on the line there. It looked awfully close, but they gave it to her for a 3.
It did. Well, I'll tell you what, with there being a college three-point line here, it kind of confuses the ref sometimes.
5:30 left to go in the second quarter, and I'd have to comment. Lady Tigers have looked a little out of sorts in the second quarter, even though they are up 7 points right now. Going back to the line with Harrison. This is their third trip to the line.
It's a quiet lead they have. A lot of free throws, sloppy basketball. And if you're Sesser, this might be a good foul.
Harrison now 1 of 5 at the line, puts the Tigers at 4 of 9 from the free throw line. Hopefully, down the stretch, the Lady Tigers, they're not saying, "Man, I wish we had those free throws back."
I agree. Lily Kirkpatrick comes out, and we're going to have Maya Rounds right back in. Maya did a really good job on that first quarter to grab rebounds and give Sesser second chances on the offensive end. 1 for 2 again. Good foul if you're Sesser.
You might be looking at Harrison, maybe going, maybe we like her going to the line.
I'm going to say you might be doing a hack of Harrison, And there's a 3 again. Sesser back-to-back possessions. 3-pointers. And they're right back in it, Quincy. Timeout really worked here for Sesser. They were down 10. Herrin went on a 6-0 run, and just like that, Sesser's responded with a 6-0 run of their own here.
I believe that was Kirsten Smith with the three-pointer over in the right side of the wing. Down to Harrison. Nice move off the layup. Just missed it. Pulled down number 50, Maya Rounds. What a big piece she has been for the Red Devils in there getting some boards.
Yeah, she's been exceptional. And Zimbro grabs it. Zimbro gets fouled. And what do you know? Herrin starts off the quarter with a 6-0 run, and now Sesser's responded with a 6-0 run of their own here, looking to build on that.
4:41 left to play in the first half. Zimbro going to line. Sesser only 2 of 2 at the line so far.
Zimbro's first time at the line, so we're going to see what her... Nice. Nice shot there by the 6'1 freshman. It's a luxury to have if you have a big who can make free throws.
Second one up. Second one good.
She made those look easy. It's a 2-point game now.
Sesser 4-4 of the line this first half, and we are back to exciting game with a 2-point game here at Max Morris. And I tell you what, after that 6-minute mark in the second quarter, Sesser has really turned it up on defense.
Oh, yeah. Momentum's definitely changed. Herrin doesn't look like they want to be here right now. And Sesser's bench is getting excited with every deflection they're getting. And Herrin just looks like they're getting more and more, just kind of wanting the game to be over already. Nice move.
And that's where Harrison really cashes in when she can get a little bit on that short corner and she can really get up there with her size and get some easy floaters.
But yet again, a second chance is killing Sesser. 50-50 ball goes to Herrin. And just like that, Herrin's back up 6. So Herrin with a little bit of a response here after Sesser gives them an 8-0 run.
4 quick points for Harrison, puts her team back up 6 on the Red Devils. And, they're looking for some movement here.
Mid-range pull-up. No good. Rounds doing what she does. Oh, a lot of contact down there, but no call. Letting them play. Oh, nice. Oh. Didn't know if they'd give it to her or not.
She was out of bounds. I'd have to comment on that, but
well, I don't know. Ever since I saw Kevin Durant's whole foot out of bounds one game, I don't know what to believe anymore.
Man, if this was the NBA, I'd have to agree. But fortunately, this is IHSA basketball, and Herrin to pass it in. Summers up to Carly Mann, back to Summers in the corner, up top to Harrison. Herrin looking
offense.
out of sorts, still getting it down low Schramm with it, no. Pulled down number 31, Kirsten Smith, and the Red Devils have a chance to close this lead down.
Kirsten's first rebound. She came in and hit a three-pointer here earlier. Zimbro looking to dish it out to Rounds. Back to Zimbro. And they're going to call over the back on Rounds. That should be her second foul.
You know, you hate to see it. My Rounds having a pretty good game coming off the bench for the Red Devils, and you know, with her second foul, she's going to have to take a seat and probably be out for the rest of this half, and hopes that she wouldn't get a third going into the second half.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not what you want. But Anna Wengler's coming in for her, and Anna's done a really good job here. She's got 5 points so far, so hoping you can just finish this quarter out strong and get to halftime with a good mindset and ready to go out here in the second half. And there's a turnover. I mean, unnecessary turnover there for Herrin.
That'd be the third turnover in the first half for the Herrin Lady Tigers, and you know, you don't see it on paper. You know, you see 3 turnovers, and you know, you think yourself good, but you know, it has looked sloppy for both sides in this game, and Herrin especially in this second quarter.
Yep.
2:40 left to play.
Herrin looks like a completely different team, and a good move. Nice. It's the first time we've seen Zibro do a dribble with one of her moves, and she gets to the line, and she's shown that she's got some nice touch there at the line. So if you're Obsessor, more of the same, especially if you're getting Herrin's bigs in foul trouble.
That'd be the second on Carly Mann, and I'd say that is huge for Cesar to really get her and Harrison in some foul trouble, maybe get them out of this game.
Yeah, Herrin's going to bring in a sub, I would say, for Carly here. So if you're Cesar, this is a big time here for you to try to make a run before the half's over, before Carly comes back out in the third.
Zevin Zimbro missed her first. That's the first miss as a team. Missed her second, 4 of
Did the
6.
broadcast jinx. I apologize, Zimbro. Oh, that's an unnecessary foul. That far away from the basket.
Cesar 4 of 6 at the line.
Especially with Herrin in the double bonus. Oh, they're not. But yeah, what to say. Yeah, that's a pointless foul when you're giving them 2 free throws when they were on the other end of the court.
You know that sometimes, you know, we can see with the refs right there, that new IHSA rule really you know, might take some time to really get into people's heads. You know, with 5 fouls, you know, you shoot 2 free throws right now instead of, you know, how it was in that you get 7.5.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I forgot about that new rule change. But this is, I mean, might be a good foul though because this is the new sub here for Herrin. Hasn't gotten her feet under her yet.
Ward goes 1 of 2 at the line.
Seven-point lead here for Herrin. Been a seesaw quarter here, back and forth with some 6-0 runs.
Yeah, you know, Red Devils, they fought back into this game, and now they find themselves down 7 all over again.
Yeah, you know, it was 22-20 at one point. Now, you know, Herrin's gone on a 5-0 run, so you got 2 minutes here to try to respond. Lily Kirkpatrick's going to check back in. She's coming in for Harley. So I feel like if you're Cesar, this is a big 2 minutes here, Quincy.
You know, yeah, 2:07 left to play in this game, and you know, that's not how you wanted to start. You wanted to start that possession, but yes, for the Red Devils to get back in this one, these last 2 minutes, they got to be taken pretty seriously.
Yeah, Herrin's a team where they can go on a run quick, so you're not going to want to let them keep going up like they are right now. Oh, there you go. There you go. Good strip there, and she's going to look to go all the way. Smith has taken it and makes it. Probably could have been an and one there, Quincy.
Yeah, you know, there was a lot of contact, no call, but still the consistency to come through with that shot and make the layup, pretty big for the junior Kirsten Smith.
A much-needed bucket for Cesar.
You know, when you're getting plays that easy, it's you know, it's proven to be pretty easy down low when you can get a pass cross court like that to Janai Harrison.
Yeah. At this point, if you see her with the ball, I would just foul her in the double bonus.
You know, I've seen her hit them before, so you know, maybe it's these rims here at Max Morris.
I will say I struggle with shooting free throws here, so maybe you're on to something. Nice job by Kirkpatrick to clean up the mess. Cesar's got some really good rebounders, and they might give it up on the offensive end, but they do just as good as rebounding on the offensive end as Herrin does.
It's always Zevin Zimbro with another rebound here in this ball game.
Lazy pass. Little Euro action.
Maybe took an extra step, but a nice bucket for Gracie Ward down low, or Gracie Kraft down low.
Sesser's probably going to hold it here for the last possession. Down 7. Another lazy pass somehow gets through there. Zimbro looking to attack again, and she does just that. Zimbro's having a big first half here, keeping Sesser in it. We got 9 seconds left. 5-point game. Summers fakes it.
That will run down our time here in the first half. 31 Lady Tigers, 26 Cesar-Valera Waltonville Red Devils. And, what a first half we saw. A little sloppy, but we'll get to you the coverage and the recap of the first half right after these ads.
Howell Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Howell Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 937-4000.
Contact Power Wash Plus for a free quote on all your residential or commercial pressure washing needs. Professionally operated and fully insured. Call Power Wash Plus at 618-663-2505 for more information. That's Power Wash Plus at 618-663-2505.
Kids Corral Incorporated, celebrating 25 years serving the children and families of Southern Illinois. Owned and operated by Jana King and Kristen Cass. Kids Corral in West Frankfort.
Redbirds Live, brought to you by the partners of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, including former West Frankfort High School dual sport standout Lance Brown and fellow West Frankfort alumni and veteran Matthew Caraway. The law firm of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates are proud members of the West Frankfort community and proud servants of all of Southern Illinois.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage, warehousing, and office space in Tennessee, Indianapolis, Ohio, Illinois, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Please feel free to contact us for any management needed for your property. Feel free to reach out with any questions to Bobby and Iris Kazadi.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. Wallace Industrial in West Frankfort.
Experience a taste of Mexico at La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant. We have the best food and drinks for the whole family to enjoy. See you tomorrow, amigos.
With an award-winning body shop right here in West Frankfort, Illinois, Wicks is your hometown Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram dealer. Come out and visit us in person or online at gregweeks.com. Your hometown dealership right on the price, right off I-57.
The city of West Frankfort is proud to support the students of Frankfort Community High School. The future is in the youth of our community. Go Redbirds.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
We welcome you back here at Max Morris with our halftime report. 31 Lady Tigers, 26 the Cesar-Valera Waltonville Red Devils. And, that first half, Paxton, we saw a lot of sloppy play, especially from both sides. It was a pretty back-and-forth game with both sides having their fair share of runs. And, good for the Red Devils. They turned this into a 5-point game.
Yeah, if you're the Red Devils, it's been kind of up and down battle here. You've looked good, you've looked bad, you've looked great, you've looked awful, and what do you know? You're only down 5 at halftime. So I think that's all you can ask for if you're Cesar. You got Carly Mann with 2 fouls. I could see them coming out here in the second half, really trying to attack Carly. That's what I would do if I'm coaching. But if you're Cesar, it's more of the same, really. You got to limit them on the offensive glass. You're giving up way too many chances. I mean, you take away the second chances, you take away half of Herrin's second chances, and the Red Devils are winning this game right now. So just got to clean up down low, and I think other than that, if Herrin continues in their man zone, then Cesar should have no problem with possibly getting a win here.
I say really impressive too. I heard you say it. I think Cesar they start three freshmen on
Yes.
their team. They have three freshmen, competing against a Heron Tiger squad who has they have some girls who have been playing varsity since they were sophomores, and I say that's really impressive. For some new time freshmen coming in and really showing that they're here to play, and they're it's just hard for an underclassman to really come into like these tournaments, and really perform. But if you look at this game, you probably couldn't tell if they were freshmen or not.
No, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little concerned in the first 3 minutes of this game. Cesar looked like they were deer in the headlights, with that press that Herrin was giving them. But kudos to that young team for being able to kind of at a timeout get their wherewithal and say, okay, you know what, they're gonna press us. Let's relax. We have 10 seconds to get it across. That's a long time. Just like I did when you played basketball, that 10 seconds feels like it's a 5 seconds, but you have a lot of time. And Cesar's done a really good job here with this young team, and I've been really impressed with Zimbro. I mean, Zimbro's got 12 and 6 right here at halftime, so she's been a big focal point here for their offense.
Let's go over some stats in that first half. Start off with the Heron Lady Tigers. We got Summers with 2 rebounds. Pickles with 2 points. Schramm, 7 points, 5 rebounds. Leading scorer for the Lady Tigers, Harrison, with 9 points, 5 rebounds. Carly Mann with 4. Ward with 1. And round scoring for the Lady Tigers is Kraft with 2.
And for,
Four turnovers for the Lady Tigers in the first half. Shot 5 for 12 from the free throw line.
It's going to have to improve if they're going to want to win this game because
there might be some easy points they really want it back if this, it's coming down to the wire.
Yeah, and if you're Cesar, you're feeling pretty good if it comes down to a late game where you need to foul some people. I think they got a few people on mind on who they want to send to the line if they need to. But yeah, no, Herrin's looked good. Harrison and Carly Mann have been the two big people they're trying to get it to, the two main factors. And I mean, Cesar's just going to have to understand that you can't let Carly catch the ball. As soon as you let Carly catch the ball down low and turn around, she's hit a few spin jumpers there on the block that has been a can of corn for her. So if you can stop that, then you're feeling good. But for Cesar, you got Zimbro leading the way. She's got 12 points to go along with 6 rebounds. You got Kristen Smith who came off the bench. She had 5 points, including a 3-pointer, and she had a really big steal, which led to the full court layup she had, which possibly could have been an and one. You have Annie Wrangler, who has 5 points. She's done a really good job. And you have Maya Rounds, who only has 2, but she's doing really good on the board. She's got 6 rebounds, and most of those have been offensive rebounds. She's single-handedly given her team probably 8 points because of her offensive rebounds. So, and Kirkpatrick has 2 as well to go along with 2 rebounds. Kirkpatrick is 6'1" as well. She's a sophomore, and she came off the bench, and she provided some really good minutes for Cesar when they needed to give Rounds a breather. It's looking like they're going to let Zimbro go the whole game. So as long as she stays out of foul trouble, I think it's hers to finish.
Yeah, and for the Red Devils, I don't know how well they can afford, maybe putting Zimbro on the bench, maybe give her a breather here and there. But, for the Red Devils, how she's playing tonight, I think you kind of have to have Zimbro on the floor.
You have to. I don't think a game like this, because I mean this might be the best game on the girls' side of the bracket, the most competitive one. So I don't think in a game like this you're going to want to even risk taking her out of this game. But Cesar, we've talked about what they need to do to fix things and how to improve, and it's going to have to be their turnover. Their turnover battle has really killed them.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot better in the second quarter. The first quarter was a real struggle there. The first 4 minutes was. But Cesar has 8 turnovers right now. 5 of those came in the first quarter. So if you're a coach, you've had improvement. So that's all you can ask for. So turnovers are going to come with a young team. You know that. So you had 8 in the first half. Let's only get 4 this half, and let's improve on that.
Yeah, you look at those turnovers, and you see 8 compared to a 4, and you see that 8 turnovers by the Red Devils to the 4 of the Heron Lady Tigers, but you're only down 5 right now. There's a lot of positives you can take away from that first half, and there is a lot to improve on as well. But the way I'm looking at it, if we cut down these turnovers, I think we're pretty much in this, if not winning this game.
Well, and that's the thing. But the one good thing I will say about Cesar's turnovers they've been dead ball turnovers. Their turnovers have stopped play, so it's not like they're giving up fast breaks. That's why it's still close. I mean, what's killed Cesar isn't their turnovers; it's their rebounding on the defensive end. If they can fix that, if they can just do halfway better than they did in that first half, and they have just as good a shot of winning this.
Yeah, the Cesar 4 of 6 at the line. You'd like to see that number get higher for them. You'd like to see Herrin, hit their free throws too. They're 5 of 12. They're obviously doing their job getting to the line. A little under 50% at the line, and you'd like to see those numbers come up for both squads. More attempts for Sesser and more makes for Herrin. But we're closing in on this halftime report right now, and got about a minute five left until the start of the third quarter. And just what's who do you think from both squads is going to be the one to if there is going to be one, who do you think a player from both teams is really going to get their squad going and start putting up some points and or maybe even help them out somewhere else?
It's going to be Carly Mann for Herrin. That's who they're going to look for if she can stay out of foul trouble. And if you're Sesser, obviously it's probably Zimbro. But I mean, if I'm coaching, if Kristen Smith or Rounds can get going, then that's going to be even bigger for your offense because then they're not going to be able to put all their pressure on Zimbro. So I think there's a few people for Sesser who you're looking for. Obviously, Zimbro is somebody you want to lean on, but if you can get production from Smith or Rounds, especially with Kristen Smith hitting a three-pointer in that first half, if she can hit another one, maybe two, that'll really help space the floor and give Zimbro a lot more chances and a lot more movement down low. She's been kind of she's only made one power dribble down low, and it's been kind of traffic's been pretty tight down there. So they can open the lanes up for her, then she could have a big half.
Alrighty, I'm excited
Me
for start
too.
the second half. I think we're gonna have a good ending to this game
Oh
so
yeah,
far. Pretty exciting first half, and I'm looking forward to the second half by both squads.
I am too. We finished the halftime with Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon, so I'm feeling pretty good.
It's a great song to listen
It
to.
is
You're
a
just
great
driving down the
song.
road, but
It is.
here we are starting third quarter. Cesar Valier with the ball, 31-26.
Looks like Sesser's coming out with a play design, and that's not what you want to see for Sesser.
It was a good job on the transition defense, but letting the offensive rebound and a foul going to the line. It's not the most ideal start to a second half.
It's definitely not. Now, if she doesn't make any of these free throws, then you're feeling okay, but we haven't seen her shoot free throws yet, so we're going to see how halftime does for her. Makes the first free throw. Yeah, this is not a good. This is not what you wanted if you're Sesser. They had a play design there, and they had a. I mean, the play was ran perfectly, just didn't get the finish they were looking for, and got beat back.
Lexi Pickles hits both at the line. That brings her total up to 4 points on the night and 7 of 14 as a team for Herrin at the line.
Herrin's
Showing
gonna be in a man here again. They got Zimmer on that backside if they want to, and a nice take. Good finish. There's Kristen Smith.
we've seen her before, and that's a nice take by the junior coming out, and it's I'm almost starting to think Lady Tiger's doing better in his own set.
And, you have Kristen Smith here starting for Rounds, who's got a couple fouls, so this is some big minutes here if you're Smith.
Harrison with a bucket down the other end that brings her to 11 on the night. 21, Alyssa Schoenbachler over the ball, pass to the side to Wangler. Wangler up top, about turns it over, gets it back over in the paint.
It's a good job of getting it back. Herrin's got nobody in front of them. And that's a walk on the park for Pickles. And just like that, Herrin's up 9 here with a chance to solidify all the momentum here.
You can say another steal, number one, Lexi Pickles, down and up,
No good.
bounced off. I have to comment, though, I mean, if you're a Herrin coach right now, anything they come out in the second half, it's you're happy to see how they're playing right now.
Oh, yeah. Your Sesser's throwing a lot of lazy passes, and Herrin's all over those passes, and that's all you can ask for as a coach. Nice rebound. A lot of contact, and puts it up. Kirkpatrick with another offensive board and putback. Sesser's staying around in it. They're just going to need to clean it up.
Yeah, and you play that style for so long, and you get down your later minutes, and that's how the games get out of hand for me, and they get away.
Yep. Good rebound there by Zimbro. Sesser looking to get something going here. Passes it out. Thought about it. Very stagnant offense here for Sesser. They get it to Zimbro. And a nice little dribble pull-up. It's the first time we've seen that from her tonight.
5:25 left in the game. A nice little pull-up and a steal of a number 22, Annie Wangler. Down the court, bout turns it over, knocked out. Sesser will keep.
We're going to have some substitutions coming in.
And, we've been seeing this from Sesser the whole game. They get themselves down in the hole and then they battle back coming up. Down 5 with the momentum switch right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if they get it cut down to 2 or 3 right here and start going back to their old style of play.
Yep, that's what happens when you have a young team like they do. You're going to have some growing pains, but if you can get back in this game, Herrin's giving you every opportunity to stay in it. Christian Smith gets another board and puts it back up, making me look like a genius with my halftime report until she fouls. Just like that, Quincy, it felt like it was a 9-point game just a minute ago, and now you look up and it's 3. It's just like you said, it's back and forth.
Kirsten Smith, the 5'9" junior coming off the bench, putting up some really valuable minutes in this game.
She's got 9 points to go along with 3 rebounds and a steal. Well, that's not what you like to see. The shooter grabbing their own rebound and putting it up.
You see, that is what every coach would love to see. A shooter follows a shot and goes back up with the layup. That is a coach's dream.
For an offensive coach.
Yes, of course.
If you're on defense, not as much. And that's a clean strip. And this should be a can of corn. And it is.
We've seen it again. They cut that lead down to 3. Now it's back to 5.
Yeah, unlike the first half turnovers, these turnovers have been fast break turnovers. So these ones are a little more costly here for Sesser.
I apologize. Back to 7, 41-34 with 4:10 left to play in the third quarter.
It's going to be a 3. No good. But Zimbro, no good. Rounds back in there doing what she does best. And 1, if they count it. It was before the shot, so they will not count it. Didn't know if we were going to get the NBA play on.
I was waiting for the and 1 to be called there. It looked pretty early and it was called way before the shot was taken. But I was waiting for a little excitement. Some of those refs sometimes when they see that they throw it down out of excitement of themselves.
I say, I used to always try to be nice to the refs so I could get calls like that because sometimes refs really look forward to pounding that hand down for the and 1.
Sesser will still keep. 3:52 left to play in the third quarter. Tell you the intensity from the fans and the benches are starting to rise a little bit.
Oh yeah, this game. I think Herrin's getting a little frustrating. I think Herrin, if you're Herrin, you feel like this shouldn't even be close, and if you're Sesser, you're feeling like, why are we making the mistakes we're making right now? So, I think frustration on both sides. Good ball movement. Rounds is going to pull it up. No good. Battle of the 5s, and Herrin's number 5 pulls out the rebound.
That would be Gracie Kraft passing up to Pickles. Down to Harrison. Looks like a Sesser player grabbed it while on the line. We will stay down there with the Herrin Lady Tigers taking it out. Be number 32, Kayla Ward to take it out to Harrison. Back to Ward in the corner. Wide open shot. With a wide open shot like that, you're starting to ask, where is the defense?
Yeah, she I think you could tell her reaction. She realized she was wide open and couldn't believe it. Emphatic timeout by Sesser's coach. Frustration.
3:12 left to play. 43-34. They cut the lead down to 3. Now we're back to 9 for Sesser Valier Waltonville. It's it seems like they can get in these holes and they cut it down, and then they were right back to where they started.
Yeah, like I said, that's a young team. That's gonna happen. You're gonna have moments where you look like nothing's gonna stop you, and then you're gonna have moments where it looks like you can't even play the game of basketball. So, but what's killing Sesser right now is the complete opposite of what happened in the first half. Their turnovers were dead ball turnovers. These ones, it somewhat feels like they've handed it to Herrin. Sometimes it just kind of feels like they're handing it off. So, if you're Sesser, you mean you're only down 9 right now. It's not terrible. You've been down 9 already a few times in this game. So if you can get back in it, limit your turnovers, then it could be anybody's game. But these next 3 minutes are going to be very crucial here for Sesser to stay in it.
Yeah, looking at the Lady Tigers, coming out in the third quarter looked really good, and through that stretch looked kind of like they went back to their, lazy style of play kind of, and then now they're putting it back up with the pressure again, and starting to put some points on the board. And I think they're getting some pretty nice looks down their offensive end, especially with Ward with that 15-foot jump shot over there on the wing side is way too open for Comfort.
There's been a couple times where Cesar's perimeter defense has lacked. Zimbro's in trouble. Nice little spin move, but no good.
Right there with those kind of layups, those are the shots you really need to be hitting when it comes down to crunch time.
Yeah, those are bunnies that you really want. She got away with a walk. Zimbro gets the block and the rebound. Zimbro looking. Throws it up. No good. But Rounds is there like she's been all night. She puts it back up. Rounds has been huge here tonight.
I'll tell you what, the Red Devils bench has come up big in this game, and some valuable minutes from Rounds and Smith.
Yep. Getting some really good minutes here. And it's a nice little pull-up three.
Gracie Kraft with a three. That gives her 7 on the night and a board on her stat line.
Gracie saw there was no hands up, so if you're not going to put your hands up, might as well shoot it.
We saw it last year from her. She's a pretty good shooter, and especially when she's left wide open, you risk that shot going in about 70% of the time.
Yep. Ball almost stripped. Zimbro gets it back out, fakes it. They're getting good looks. Rounds is there again, no call.
I'm really impressed with Cesar's rebounding today. They really gritty, going up there and getting them.
Yeah, they're working hard. You can tell they want it right now, and let's see if they can finish off this. And call a foul there. Looked like the one foul that was probably the least of all the fouls on that possession.
Saying all the contact we've seen tonight, we've seen a foul called on something that didn't look much like a foul.
Yeah. If you're Cesar, though, you'll take it. You needed that. A little out of control there. A lot of shots being thrown up and grabbing misses. So.
Minute 37 left in the third quarter. And Cesar cannot be turning the ball over right now if they want to get back in this down 10. The minute 30 left to play.
Out of bounds. Nice job there. Cesar getting back and stopping a wide open layup.
Herrin's Ward to take it out. Out to Schramm at the top of the key. Back down to Ward on the block. Little post move
walked
with it up. Be no good.
They're not calling many walks here tonight.
No, it seems like the rest really just going to let them go out there and play.
Cesar needed that.
Big rebound for Harrison down low. That gives her 7 rebounds on the night. Pretty good game for her.
Chance for a double-double with plenty of time left.
Yeah, Harrison, 11 points, 7 rebounds. She's definitely on the verge of doing that. Jersey Summers to check back into the game for the Lady Tigers. We got a minute left in this third quarter, and, a bucket here for the Red Devils would be huge.
Yeah, it's almost needed at this point. You're down 10. You really need to try to get it below double digits going into the fourth quarter. Contested shot, no good. But Rounds is there, like she has been all night. Zimbro wanted it. Good screen, nice pass. And good offense there. Cesar needed that, Quincy.
They definitely did, and, got to give it to the person who is racking it up and getting it for you there, Zimbro.
20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Good defense. And Zimbro grabs another board. Her 10th of the night. She's got a double-double.
10 seconds left to play in this third quarter. Cesar with a chance to make this a 6-point game. I think that was more contact than we've seen on the last foul that was called.
I was about to say, that was your classic. It was out on Cesar. Should have been a foul call, so we'll just give it to Cesar. What they do all the time, my friend. Big possession here, 5 seconds.
That wraps up 3 quarters of play here at Max Morris. 46 Lady Tigers, 38 Cesar Valera Waltonville Red Devils. We'll give you some ads and we'll get right back to it.
Redbirds Live, brought to you by the partners of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, including former West Frankfort High School dual sport standout Lance Brown and fellow West Frankfort alumni and veteran Matthew Carrowan. The law firm of Sam C. Mitchell and Associates are proud members of the West Frankfort community and proud servants of all of Southern Illinois. Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. Wallace Industrial in West Frankfort. With an award-winning body shop right here in West Frankfort, Illinois, Wicks is your hometown Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram dealer. Come out and visit us in person or online at gregweeks.com. Your hometown dealership right on the price, right off I-57.
We welcome you back. About to start fourth quarter play here for the Lady Tigers versus the Red Devils to start off here in the Midwinter Classic of 2024. And you know, the Lady Tigers, I think they ended that third quarter on with a stop, and you know maybe some momentum going here into the fourth.
Yeah, you were able to get it down to 10. So this is going to be a very big 2 minutes here. Carly Mann back in the game. It's kind of upsetting for Sesser that you weren't able to take advantage of Carly being out there.
The jump ball gonna give it right back to the Cesar Valier Waltonville Red Devils, and you know I think they might have a little bit more momentum than the Lady Tigers do right now.
Well, they definitely do. And if you're Sesser, you have nothing to lose at this point. No one thought you'd even be in it right now. So what do you have to lose? Might as well go out there and play hard and try to steal a win here at the Midwinter. I'll be out on Sesser.
I believe that was the right call. I think it was off the leg of a Red Devil player. Pass it in Summers to Kraft. She's going to bring it up for the Lady Tigers.
First time we're seeing a press by Sesser here. Pull-up jumper, no good. And Zimbro with another board, maybe. They're going to call a foul on Mann. That's big foul there, Quincy. That's her fourth.
That's going to be fourth on Mann.
Yes.
4 fouls on Mann. Coach of the Lady Tigers has no choice but to put her on the bench and maybe give her some minutes if it gets close down the stretch. 7:15 left to play.
She won't come back in until 3-minute mark, I'd say, if it's needed.
You know, Paxton, I have a bad feeling this fourth quarter we're going to be trading a lot of fouls for teams.
Yeah.
There's too quick, and with
refs haven't blown very many whistles tonight, so
two quick
hopefully
fouls.
they don't get paid by the whistles.
50 seconds in the game.
Sesser hasn't even shot a free throw this half.
You're right. Sesser is 4 of 6 still in the game. Gracie Kraft with a nice move to the basket, and that puts her at 9 on the night.
She's been big here for Herrin. You need to be aggressive at your Sesser. I feel like they're relying on the perimeter shooting too much right now, and it hasn't really helped them this half. Clean block.
I think the Red Devils got bailed out there
Absolutely.
with the call. I think Harrison had all hand on that ball, and I don't think any foul should have been called right there. But Red Devils still got to take advantage of it, and they're going to get 2 free shots at the line. As you said, now they're shooting their free throws.
Hey, right. I jinxed them on the last one, so let's see how they do now. This would be Kristen's first free throws. Kristen's had a big game tonight. Came off the bench. She started this half.
Kirsten Smith with her second shot at the free throw line.
Looking to get it down to 9. Nothing but net.
Sesser Valier 5 of 8 from the free throw line on the game. You would have loved to see that number for the Red Devils get up higher. And, they couldn't get to the line much in the second half.
Yeah, you'd like to see a lot more than just 8 attempts.
Harrison there with another rebound.
Herrin's third opportunity here. Will it be a 3? You bet.
You give a squad too many shots like that, they're going to capitalize every once in a while. This lead is now up to 12 with 6:10 left to play.
And those type of offensive plays, if you're a defense, is moralizing. It's really tough to battle back when you give up that many opportunities. And then they cap it off with a 3-pointer.
Going right back down to the Herrin Lady Tigers side. And, things just look like they just got out of sorts here for the Red Devils. This fourth quarter is starting off really sloppy for them. And, it seems like they ain't got no momentum in this game.
Yeah, no, they've played really well tonight for a young team. Herrin's a tough team. Herrin plays a lot of good teams, so And like I said, there's still plenty of time here to get back in this game. But that's not going to help.
Another three on the top of the key by Jersey Summers. That extends the lead to 15 for the Herrin Lady Tigers with 5:35 left to play in this ball game.
Carly Mann may not even be needed the rest of the night.
You know, if for one game for her to have foul trouble, this is the game you're going to want to pick right now.
Well, and I mean, if you can save her for the rest of this tournament, then you're feeling pretty good.
The Red Devils going to turn it right back over and give it to Herrin.
Turnovers have been the story for Cesar this half, complete opposite of what it was in the first half.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely looked out of sorts for them in the second half, and you know they had a nice little run there in the middle of the third quarter, and it's almost like the wheels are coming off the track.
It is, and that's what happens when you have a young team. No call there.
Another rebound for Harrison. Put back up, no, and back the Red Devils come down their side. There's another turnover. Gracie Kraft up and Gracie Kraft the lane. Was the foul called on Gracie Kraft, or was it called for Lexi Pickles on the rebound?
Well, the foul should have been called on Lexi Pickles to begin with. Lexi Pickles held Cesar's defender there from being able to stop the layup. So I didn't even see any contact on the layup, so.
Yeah, that's why I was a little confused, but it looks like they got the foul on Gracie Kraft going up, altered her shot. First one, no good.
Got to get those calls in before the game's over. This has been a really good game, though, for Cesar. For a young team, they played really well.
Yeah, you know, the future's bright for them. You know, starting three freshmen and having key players come off the bench, and I think, you know, the junior and Kirsten Smith and Maya Rounds, also a junior, Lily Kirkpatrick, a sophomore. You know, I'd say anything. Cesar's future is pretty bright.
Yeah, if you're Cesar's coach, you're feeling really good. And they play with a lot of effort, and they're not just going through the motions out there. So that's all you can ask for as a coach, too. Another turnover for Cesar. And this is pretty much Herrin's game now. Nice pass and finish.
Gracie Kraft with another basket. She's now leading scorer for the Herrin Lady Tigers with 12. Yeah, you know, I think this last 3 or 4 possessions, that's all Cesar's been able to do is just turn the ball over.
Yeah, they're just making kind of lazy passes, and the youngness in them is showing right now.
Yeah, you know, Herrin, a predominantly upperclassman squad, you know, really showing it right now, pushing this lead up to 18 with 4:17 left to play in the game, and you know, it looks like the Lady Tigers are going to run away with this one.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you expect from this Herrin Tiger team. And Carly Mann's back in with 4 fouls. See how long she plays. Cesar just trying to get something going here offensively. I will say one thing I've seen different from Cesar this half than the first half is they're settling a lot for perimeter shots, and they're not making many. They hit a few three-pointers, and I think they got a little trigger happy, and they're relying on shots that are just not falling.
I was going to say that as well. It seemed like Herrin was taking a lot of stuff, you know, outside the paint and kind of just tougher shots for them to really to hit. And, you know, maybe they couldn't get down there with the size from the Lady Tigers, but they definitely were selling for shots that they weren't taking in the first half.
Yeah, they played a different style of basketball this half, and it's hurt them. It was a 4-point game, 5-point game the first half, and now they're just hoping they can make something here. Going to struggle offensively this half. It's a high pass.
The rebound by Hill down the Lady Tigers side. Sophie Strom with a 3 in the wing, just a little short. Rebound. Tigers almost threw it away. It did. Sessler got an open floor. They're going to pull it back. And a jump ball. Red Devils will keep the ball. Might be a little, you know, just it's too late for anything for the Red Devils, but you got to love the spirit of them still trying to do something in this game. 3:04 left to play.
Yeah, they're playing hard. That's all you can ask for. You got 3 minutes left, just asking for them to finish strong. Got a lot to be happy about. Got some stuff to talk about, but all in all, for a young team, they played well in this first game on the midwinter. Good first game here to start off the tournament. Scores different than what it actually was. It was a close game for most of it.
Yeah, I'd say this the fourth quarter just got out of hand for the Red Devils, but the first, second, third quarter it was a roller coaster of a game. Heron would go up by 10, and Red Devils would cut it back down to 2 or 3 points. They could just never really get over that hump and capitalize on it.
No, yeah, no. And then this is a good game for a young team like this. This is going to help them grow as a team, and maybe this time next year they'll be the one winning a game like this.
Another rebound for Zimbro, fouled on the play. For a second there, I thought we were staying down at the Lady Tiger side, the way the ref was acting.
I didn't know what we were doing. That referee was getting comfortable there on that end. I was really confused.
2:10 left to play in the first game of this Midwinter Classic here at Max Morris Gymnasium. Right now for the Red Devils, you got to say, this fourth quarter has been our best, but let's end this on a good note and let's really, let's get some good offensive possessions, some good defensive possessions, and in this first game on a good note.
Yeah, no, it feels like it's been a long time since you've scored a bucket. So I think at this point you're just asking for something, uh, maybe a layup or get it to Zimbro down low. I mean, it's just one of those nights where this half especially they've just been trigger happy on that mid-range shot and they haven't made anything.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the second half, the Red Devils only 13 points in this half.
Yeah, and they were. I mean, first half they were really aggressive, getting it inside and either trying to give it to Zimbro or grabbing a miss and putting it back up. I feel like it's been the complete opposite here in the second half.
Summers three in the corner, no. Rebound number 5, Harley Ketman. And Sesser will take it up.
There you go. Just happy to see Zimbro getting involved. It's been a minute since we said her name.
And it seems like a few girls from this Sesser team and that were there in that first half, kind of non-existent in the second. And another basket, Sharam on the Lady Tigers side. But yeah, the Sesser just kind of seems like they just kind of quit playing a little bit here in the fourth quarter.
They did, and it's just, I mean, it's more of that right there. It's just always, for some reason, you didn't see that at all in the first half. They were attacking the whole time. Now it's just, I feel like there must be a rule right now where they can only shoot 15 footers. That's all it feels like they're doing right now offensively and not making any.
Timeout called. Herrin, Lady Tigers. We got a minute left to play in this game.
Probably going to be more of a substitution timeout as well. It looks like we're getting some substitutions in here, so.
It looks like the starters will come out and we'll be in this game on some new faces. Herrin Lady Tigers with a 20-point lead, and definitely Herrin Lady Tigers have looked really good in this fourth quarter and forced a lot of turnovers from the Red Devils, and they took full advantage of it tonight.
Yeah, Herrin's a team that you don't want to let them get up and down the court. They'll run you out of any gym you're in, and that's what happened here in this fourth quarter. It's a 20-point game, but for the first three quarters, we saw a pretty good game. So, I had a bad feeling Herrin might do that here in the fourth quarter with the way things were looking. But, I mean, if you're Sesser, you still have a lot of good things to write home about. We got less than a minute here. We'll 4-out 1 in action here for Herrin. Looks like they're just going to dribble it out until they either get something wide open or until the clock runs out.
30 seconds left to play in this fourth quarter.
And there's a foul. Never ends the way you think. They never let him finish.
It always ends just a little bit different. We're gonna give it down low. Let's let Hill get some points. I guess what they're thinking. But Hill going to the line. Yeah, he'll go into the line and looking to add on to this lead.
High scoring game here.
Yeah, you see a high school team, especially in the women's side of basketball, put up 60 points. You're feeling pretty good about your offense.
Yeah, you've done a good job.
Rebound there. Goes right back up.
Yeah.
Well,
Broke 100 for the game as a total.
yeah, she missed the free throws, but she capitalized right back on it with a basket of her own. Hill.
All part of the plan.
10 seconds left to go in this game. Session looks like they're looking for a last shot.
3 seconds. Will they pull it? They will. No good.
Your final score: Herrin Lady Tigers 61, Cesarville Waltonville Red Devils 39. And with that first game of the Midwinter Classic here at Max Morris, it was a very exciting first 3 quarters of the game. Fourth quarter got just a little out of hand for the Red Devils, and that turned into, a runaway victory for the Herrin Lady Tigers.
Yeah, it was. That's if you're the Herrin Tigers, that fourth quarter is what you wanted the whole game. So if you're Herrin's coach, you're happy to finally see that show up. If you're Cesar's coach, nobody expected you to win this game anyways. You competed for 3 quarters. You played good. You played hard. Fourth quarter, let's forget about it. Obviously, we'll talk about it, but all in all, it was a really good game. The score says differently, but I think that's everything you can ask for in a first game of a midwinter.
Yep. Alrighty, let's get you the stats of that game, and then we'll start getting you ready for the next contest tonight, the Western Redbirds versus Weber Township Trojans. Start off with the stats for the Herrin Lady Tigers tonight. Summers with 6, Pickles with 6, Schramm with 11, Harrison with 11, and 9 rebounds on the night. Carly Mann with 4, Ward with 6, Gracie Kraft, your leading scorer for the Herrin Lady Tigers with 12, and Hilderound scoring for the Lady Tigers with 2. Herrin also shot 8 of 18 for free throws on the night with 4 turnovers in the entire game.
For Cesar, first half was really good. Second half, not a lot of really changed on the stat sheet with only scoring 13 points. Zimbro had 16 points to go along with 12 rebounds, a really strong performance. She had 12 going into halftime and only finished with 16, so that's kind of frustrating if you're Cesar. Zimbro, somebody you really wanted to, when the ball was in her hand, you were in the game. Is kind of how it felt. Krista Smith had 9. Krista Smith played really well off the bench, hit a three-pointer in the first half. She gave kind of Cesar momentum there going into the half with a steal and a full court layup, but she finishes with 9. And you have Annie Wrangler, she had 5. Lily Kirkpatrick had 4 to go along with 4 rebounds. Lily came off the bench and provided some good minutes for Cesar. And Maya Rounds only had 4 points, but she had 9 rebounds to go with those 4 points. So she does a lot of the dirty work that you don't really see show up a lot of the times. But no, Cesar had a really good game. Yeah, the thing that really killed him, though, is the 13 turnovers. It's going to kill you anytime you have 13 turnovers. You're a young team, so that's expected. But
Shot 5 of 8 from the line. You'd like to see
some more attempts for sure. Only eight free throws for a whole game is not good. But no, you have a lot to be happy about. You played well. Just got to look at that fourth quarter a little bit, forget about some of it. But I think that's a good first game for Cesar.
Alrighty, that concludes coverage of the first game of the Midwinter Classic here at West Frankfort. Herrin Lady Tigers 61, Cesarville Waltonville Red Devils 39. Herrin will improve to 16-7 on the season, and Cesar will fall to 7-11. Coverage of the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds versus Weber Township Trojans will be next here on Redbirds Live.